Must have been gruesome in that cult of his.
No more gruesome than the rest of Sanctuary's underbelly.
He deserved better. Damn it. I brought him into this. Of course, their entire faith hinges on it. Inarius is the spear that will pierce hatred's heart. The Knight's penitents are the weak made strong. Prava is the mother who will mold a new age from the ashes. They found a way to weave themselves into every part of it. It's a relic from when the world was young. For many years, an order of rogues called the Sisters of the Sightless Eye kept it safe. Not sure how they lost hold of it, but I've heard the Sisters are not as strong as they once were. Knowledge of their craft has spread to others, but most rogues you see these days are not true members of the Order.
I can shut out Andariel's whispers most of the time, but not always.
Better a whisper than having her walk the world again. Andariel is part of Lilith and Elias's plan. But how? What do we know so far?
Lilith made a deal with Astaroth.
A demon who served her father. Interesting choice of ally.
And she has a key to hell.
A place where she's seen as a traitor. So why would she go? And is she already there? We need answers. Elias used the Sightless Eye to contact Lilith. Perhaps it can help us. Bring it here, would you? It's risky, but we haven't got a choice. When you're ready, picture Lilith in your mind and gaze into the eye.
My father's essence is reforming.
How do you know?
I feel it. Like 1,000 old wounds ripped open again. He is still weak. Vulnerable. I must strike before he can resist.
Make his power yours. The other lords will.
What happened?
She saw me.
She knows we're looking for her. Only a matter of time before she comes after us.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Mephisto is reforming, and Lilith aims to take his power while he's still weak.
So, that's what you've been preparing for. All right, old man. Think. Think! If she takes Mephisto's power, she'll become like a prime evil herself. She'll be able to conquer hell and sanctuary alike. I have an idea how to stop her. But for it to work, we'll need the help of an old ally. Deliver this message to Donan. He'll have gone to Kyovashad for guidance. It would strike a blow against hell, that much is certain. But is it really for our benefit, as she claims? All her actions are driven by hatred. That is her nature, and she can never change it. I'm saying it's impossible to know. She can peer into hearts, tell us what we want to hear. You've seen it with Donan, Elias, and others. To trust her would mean gambling with the fate of all humankind. Not a risk I'm willing to take. The beginnings of a plan to thwart Lilith. One thing's for sure, we need a soul stone. And that means we need Donan. He'll understand when you deliver the letter.
More than I care to now. Her pain is primal, wordless. Once, she was part of something more. She doesn't like me to think on it.
After everything brushed aside. Good news for once, I hope.
It's from Lorath.
Wonderful. So, Lord. Lilith. Entering hell. It's Soulstone. What? Is he serious?
What does it say?
He didn't tell you? No, of course not. That would require some basic degree of consideration. It's written in our code. He sent a plan, though calling it that is generous. He wants to imprison Lilith with my Soulstone, the one that held Astaroth.
Can it work?
Certainly not. The stone needs to be attuned first, and he will need an expert for that.
Lorath thinks that expert is you.
Then he is even more foolish than I thought. Go to the Horadric vault, will you? I'll dig up what he needs. You can deliver it, and maybe then he'll leave me alone. For all the good it did. After Skoss Glen, I hoped he could give me, I don't know, forgiveness, guidance, anything. He spoke of the prophecy, his campaign against Lilith. I offered my help, but all he said was, "What use has a general for a broken soldier?" It's not what was in it, but what wasn't. He didn't even have the decency to mention. It doesn't matter now. He's come down from the mountain, yes, but he's still the same man who went up.
Faithful penitents, a prophecy has been delivered to me. One that speaks of a glorious future. Tears of blood rained on a desert drool, and the way to hell was torn asunder. Then came a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, and he who was bound in chains was set free. You've all heard rumors of the demon Lilith, the daughter of hatred. It is my spear that shall pierce her heart. The chains that hold us to this world shall be cast off, and on my wings I shall lift us all to heaven.
He was but a messenger, destined to pass on the word. Only Inarius had the wisdom to interpret the prophecy's true meaning.
Then his penance is complete. I knew he had the courage. This is what he wanted. He is cleansed now, free from his sins. Who are you to judge his divine will? Murder is a sin committed by mortals, not by he who created this world and breathed life into our kind.
Faithful penitents, a prophecy has been delivered.
Haven't even gone in yet. We have an intruder.
It's not like that. She's but a child.
You brought a child? Here?
It was she who brought me, actually.
Watch where you swing that staff. It's not a toy.
Who is he?
He once lived in this vault, the one you're trespassing in. Explain yourself.
I'm a student, conducting research on the Haradrim. What's left of you all, anyway?
A student, huh? You have a teacher? Don't tell me Lorath has taken another apprentice.
I don't need a teacher to study. Lilith threatens Sanctuary as we speak. I need to prepare for that. With or without help.
You? Against Lilith? Well, I came to get my things. I pray they were free from your meddling. I used to be like that girl. Had more dreams than I knew what to do with. Let me unseal this. Chakid. Chespit Hilm. The stone will need to be attuned to Lilith before Lorath marches up to her. It won't hold her well otherwise. I put together some notes on the process before I left. First things first, Lorath will need my notes. Soulstone magic is treacherous, even in the most skilled hands. Tread carefully. We summoned the spirit in here. Ran amok. Lorath assured me that he banished it for good, but I've always had my doubts.
I'm low on fury.
Damn spiders. Always find a way in. Lilith hails from her father's domain. Hatred. That's the essence Lorath will need for the attunement. I kept a map. Somewhere. Here. All the places Mephisto's hatred yet lingers. There's just one last thing. Yes. I bet Lorath still wears his. The Order's mission was his lifeblood. I couldn't give up my life for it. Not like him. I wanted to be a man. I left to chase family, fellowship, glory. And for what? You saw how that ended. My son. I can't do it. It wouldn't work anyway.
Donan.
You don't understand. The stuff soul stones are made of, they're old as the eternal conflict itself. With magic so primordial, you need faith. You need spirit. I have none.
What you lack in faith, you have in allies.
Who? You?
Yes. You're the only one who can help us.
Unfortunately, you may be right. I can't make any promises. Really. But I can try. For you two, I'll try. Let's hear what the old man has to say.
This place is a treasure trove. Look at this masterpiece. Kalha's beyond the veil of the southern jungles.
You're familiar with Kalha's work?
She's brilliant. One of my favorites.
Mine as well.
Have you read her treatises? Never mind. You can tell me on the road.
On the road?
I'm going to help you. I know the Horadrim's ways. Your magic. Even that coded writing system you use. And don't tell me it's too dangerous. Lilith took my mother. I'll do whatever it takes to stop her.
That's a good speech. Might even convince the man you should be telling it to. Come on. I'm headed to him.
But your Horadrim, isn't this your vault?
It was once. Now, I suppose time will tell.
I've only scratched the surface, but that will have to be enough. Lilith won't be stopped by studying alone. No, I don't think I will. If we fail, what would it matter whether all these secrets stay buried? Us three, Horadrim, Elias, Lorath, myself, and an angel, Tyrael. An angel? Like Inarius?
Very different from him, fortunately. Tyrael set off before Elias did. I don't know what drew him away, but I could tell he was afraid. We fell apart after he left. It is a curse. The bane of the Horadrim, but also our greatest weapon. There's nothing like it in existence. The first Horadrim used a set of soul stones to contain Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. But such power comes at a cost. A soul stone must always be guarded. It consumes your days, your dreams. You become a prisoner just as much as the demon contained in the stone. And despite your efforts, the evil eventually finds a way to break free. Even so, I know of no better way to contain a demon. I wish I did, though. You were right to call upon me, you know. Soul stones are no trifle.
There's the donut I remember.
I need air. Andariel is getting louder. Screaming? Or laughing? I can't tell the difference. I tried to push her down, but being stuck in that cramped room... I just need a moment of quiet.
I'm still muddy on the details of this plan.
The bones are there. Lilith aims to take Mephisto's power for herself. Before she can reach him, we use the Soul Stone on her.
Preparing the stone will take time we don't have. Why don't we fight her?
Who among us? You. Her corrupted blood still runs in your veins. No. Fighting her kind is always a last resort. Even if you could defeat her, she'd eventually come back. But a smarter weapon, the stone, would be up to the challenge.
Soul stones usually fail, given enough time. It might not work.
You can make it work. There's no one I trust more to do it.
The wind is picking up. I can't see her. Thaisa!
I'll find her.
Your fumbling in the eye led me right to your little camp.
You! If you hurt her...
Hurt her! I elevated her! The runes inked into her skin form a waypoint. She is a beacon across realms!
Get her out of here!
It matters not. Her part is done. Your part is done too. Savor your breath while it lasts.
I'm low on fury.
Hell of a storm.
What happened out there? Bloody hell. He finished the ritual from the volcano then.
Elias. That's the man who summoned Lilith. You're saying he summoned a lesser evil too?
Keep up, girl. Is Andariel gone?
Yes,
And Elias,
he fled.
before going to the steps, Elias came to Hawazar, took something that wasn't his. It's why I'm hunting him. I have a friend in Hawazar who has mastered the art of immortality. She might know his secret. Let me take you to her.
I thought we were after Lilith, not Elias.
Finding him may lead to her.
And while we look for him, you'll have time to work on the stone. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Ah, damn it, I'll bite. On one of those rare occasions you gave me good advice. You said the answers you need are often in the place you least want to look.
It was you who said that.
Ah, you're right. Let's get the horses ready. I thought I did. He was Lorath's student in the Order. It used to be just the three of us. He was young then. I guess we all were. His thinking was always radical. But I never thought it would come to this.
Not at first. But then he almost killed me. Marked my skin. Put a demon in my head. I will take pleasure from his death. The hunt will soon be over. You've angered him. He will come to you. And I will be there when that happens. If fate allows, let it be my hand that ends him.
Listen, I didn't mention it earlier, but you did well. You stood against Andariel, a lesser evil, and lived. That's no ordinary feat. But don't let it go to your head. The arrogance and foolhardy never last long in Hawazar. I wonder what old Deckard Cain would have written in his chronicles if he had seen us. Two old friends reunited. New allies eager to learn from our vast knowledge. Bound as one against the encroaching darkness, like the Haradrim of old. They were probably lost and bitter, just like us. But Cain had a gift for seeing the good in people. One thing was certain, at least. Lilith meant to devour Mephisto and claim his power as her own. Had that been her goal all along? Not sanctuary, but a bid to reign in hell. And Elias, the damned fool, was too blind to see it. Perhaps we weren't perfect, but we knew we had to make a stand. We were the world's only hope.
You were a student of Elias's, Thaisa?
I was hunting Elias. Pretending to study with him was useful to me.
Friends, did he tell you that? If he thinks so, you should ask him what happened. I don't care anymore. I'm starting to think taking you on this journey was a mistake.
We must break his hold on immortality. He cannot continue to escape his judgment.
Yes, and without Elias we may have more success against Lilith. Where do we start?
Seek out Timoe in the marshes. She traded with the power in the swamp and received long life. She may have the answer to killing Elias for good.
Neyrel and I will start looking for her.
What about Donan?
He has his hands full with the Soul Stone. A heavy burden to bear alone. Might be wise to offer him assistance.
An old acquaintance who has lived in this place for countless years. She taught me much about the swamp and its power, though that was a long time ago. She might try to turn you away. Do not let her. It is a town at the edge of Hawazar, forever between Sanctuary's power and the swamps. Ah, is it?
Blessings of Ekarat be with you, child. Faith is infectious. The stronger the light in you, the brighter it shines on those around you. Bring your friends into our fold. Through fellowship and unity, our faith shall endure. I think not. I have to take care of the Soul Stone. Lorith will be fine alone. Northeast of here is a Zakarum keep. We know hatred has a strong presence there. Perhaps we can use it to prepare the Soul Stone to trap Lilith. I could use your assistance, if you're able. It doesn't have sharp edges, like that cathedral pendant. That's a benefit. Makes me think I shouldn't have taken it off in the first place. If you asked him, he'd say I abandoned the Horadrim's ways. But all I wanted was to broaden our horizons. Forge new allies with the cathedral. Start a family of my own. The thing about Lorith, it's hard for him to get close to people. And even harder to let them go.
Another set of eyes, at last. I've been searching for Timaway with little success.
Only two kinds of people come looking for old Timur. Those running away from trouble, and those running toward it. Which kind are you, I wonder? Never heard of him.
We think Elias made a pact with the swamp to become immortal. Thaisa said you could help it.
Thaisa. Only she would be cold-hearted enough to send a child to die out here.
With no intention of dying.
One of you will. That's the way it always ends. Go back where you came from. I won't have a child's blood on my hands.
I saw my mother possessed by Lilith. Driven so mad, it killed her. I'm not a child anymore.
So be it. If this Elias made a pact, it was with the Tree of Whispers. There are many paths to reach it. But the nearest is in Ingovani. A sacred incense is kept in the temple there. Retrieve it, and your path to the tree begins.
Go to Engavani. Neyrel and I will see if we can get some more information out of Timaway.
Yes. I was infected with the swamp's poison, and I made a pact with the tree out of fear. So now I give it knowledge, and in exchange it keeps me one step away from the grave. I wish it would just let me go. But a pact made cannot be broken. She was like you once. standing here in my hut, asking to be set on the path. And you will be like her, taking the answers you need and never looking back. The swamp nests in the roots of the Tree of Whispers. This is how each path begins. The temple at Ingovani rests on one route, but it is no less or more important than any other route.
These bandits will not leave Hololeth alone. We have lived peacefully in these swamps for as long as anyone can remember. But now violence comes into its heart, and it means to rob our god. They don't believe us when we say the swamp always extracts a price.
The door bears an image of a snake. Her eyes are missing. Perhaps returning them here is the key to opening the way.
The villagers, those fools. They wouldn't listen when we demanded the chance to open the temple. Death found them. It's the way of things. But I hear them still, their warnings. 4 of us are dead now. And I am soon to follow.
Every few years, we play host to migrants determined to join our settlement. And every few years, I must preach the laws of the swamp. All things in the swamp must be earned. Nothing is free. Nothing is given or gifted. And to our God we pay the ultimate tithe.
By the will of our God, that our village has long remained safe. We do not see her, though her children multiply in the swamp, circling us, feeding off us when it suits them.
This must be it. Ready yet.
The ritual to summon Lilith would have been demanding. Perhaps he was afraid he wouldn't survive it. And I'm sure he expected to make enemies along the way. Good, you found the incense. I'll keep it safe for us.
While you were gone, Timur warmed up to us. Well, to Lorath. He's surprisingly nimble with old women.
Neyrelle?
She says there's an altar. That's what the incense is for. It's not far from here. But why did Tyrael believe the Horadrim would be a solution?
We weren't a solution, we are... The world needs protectors.
The incense should provide us with the path to the tree. What sort of path, I can't say.
I can say that the time for questions, Neyrelle, has passed. When you're ready, light the incense.
What now?
We wait for the path to appear.
Come on. Wake up. I think it worked.
How long were we out?
I don't know. But I see something. This creature, it's magnificent. I can see myself in the scales, walking on them like a path through the swamp. The serpent is the path.
Serpent? What are you talking about?
You don't see it?
No. Only a cloud of smoke.
Oh.
Bloody hell. I see the serpent now.
What do the scales show you?
A deer caught in a trap.
Watch out!
We need to find a way forward.
There's an opening beneath the serpent. just big enough for me. I think it wants me to go through.
Don't be ridiculous.
We must follow the path.
Is this dream snake helping us, or did it corral us here?
Over here! The swamp is watching us, whispering to us.
It's the incense, playing with our heads, just an illusion.
He hears us, just as you do, Wanderer.
The old man is full of secrets like our thief, Elias. Birds of a feather. Perhaps that is what we need.
I lost sight of the serpent, but I hear it calling to me. Up ahead. There it is! There's no way through this time. Oh, it's wounded, though. Or is it telling us to wound it?
Clever thinking. So, who will stab at it to see if it will move?
Look at that! Look at that! Ruthless, flippant.
How many ruthless Haradrim hang from our branches? Not enough.
That's the way through. Help me clear those dead trees. It's barring our path again. Keep a sharp eye out.
Is the serpent doing this?
Forget the snake. Just kill these things before they kill us.
So many come seeking answers. So many fail. Will you die like these souls, with a question still on your lips?
An old drunk. The judge of what is real. We are real. And so is the Lord of the Swamp.
To get the answers you seek, you must offer payment. A head for knowledge.
Not yet. They have another purpose first.
Look, it's moving. I know you heard the voices that time. Who are they?
I don't know. We can't trust anything here. but we need to press on.
A path of scales. This is what I saw in the reflections. We're close. Is that...
The Tree of Whispers.
Why have you come?
We're after a man named Elias.
Elias. Slippery, that one. Use the tree. It deals in thoughts and insight in exchange for a head. He is the first of us to escape payment.
Will you tell us what you told him? If we can stop him for good, the tree can finally collect.
He sought the way to summon Lilith, but he made another stop on the way. To a place beyond the tree's sight.
That might explain his hardiness. I've damn near lost count of how many times we've killed him.
So that's why Thaisa failed so dismally to reclaim his head.
This place Elias stopped at. How can we get there?
Seek a coffin beyond the wrecks. It will take you where you must go. Find out what secrets linger there. For the tree knows not.
If there are wrecks to search, they'll be on the eastern coast. We'll head there now. Meet us when you can.
Rothma's prophecy spoke of a serpent, right? If Elias knew that too, maybe he came looking for it. Did he ever tell you what he was planning?
No. By that point, he wasn't my student anymore.
What happened?
The moment Elias heard Rathma's prophecy, it poisoned him. He became obsessed with it. Prophecies are riddles. Not even the very wise can be sure of their meaning. But Elias believed he could solve it. And when I told him to wait, he called me a fool. Said we had to do whatever.
You tried to stop him?
Tried, yes, and failed. It'll be different this time. Let's find that damn coffin.
Can you see the coffin from here? Any sign of it?
There's something at the far end of those ships.
I see it too. We'll have to cross the wreckage to reach it.
I think I can unlock the door from the other side.
All right, go. Damn it. Damn drowned.
My arm!
You've been infected. It's spreading. We have no time. I must remove the drowned necrosis.
I don't understand.
Lorath, are you certain? I'm certain she's dying. Hold her. We have no choice. Now hold her. Rest now. You will be Haradrim, young one. I will not fail you. Go on ahead to the coffin. I'll look after her.
Close. You're getting close. The edge of our sight. The limit of our knowledge. You see the way, don't you? Inside is the thing Elias hides. The source of his immortality.
Fear not this cradle. Colder breaths than this await you yet, traveler.
I have come to your temple. I know the answers I seek are within.
Elias's presence still taints this place.
Every tome, every scroll, every book in this temple produces the same answer. The only being willing to stand against the eternal conflict, against the prime evils, was Lilith.
The day I'm done with this self-righteous bastard will be a great one. The staircase is flooded. I need a way to cross it.
When the Mother of Sanctuary re-enters her world, it will change. But in the end, we will remain. We will survive. Rathma writes that when Inarius discovered Lilith's plan to overthrow the so-called natural order, he sealed her away. For thousands of years, Lilith has sought to elevate us out of this cycle, has fought to secure us our birthright, sanctuary. Lilith, the mother of sanctuary. She made us to be strong and was sealed away to weaken us. The daughter of hatred. I cannot say that there is good in her. Morality is the privilege of people in better situations. We are beyond the question of good or evil. But the question remains, what will she do to us if I summon her? When I summon her? I must prepare myself for anything. Rathma kept the means of attaining immortality here. Once I have mastered it, I will go and bring the mother home.
The secret of Elias's immortality must be deeper within. This is Elias's finger. He hid a piece of himself here to stay immortal.
No, I'm not going to die here.
Still resting, but her fever is broken. I think she'll be all right. The road that comes after, though, we shall have to see. I found you drifting in a coffin, clutching a severed finger. What happened?
I'm not sure. The temple began to sink and I thought I drowned.
Temple. So the coffin was a gateway. What of Elias's immortality?
He stored his life essence in a piece of himself.
Burn it. Good. Let us end this then, once and for all. Let me end what I began. No one else is going to get hurt because of my choices.
No. No. It wasn't a dream. My arm, it's really gone.
You'll get through this.
You're going to leave me, aren't you? You'll find a place where I can be taken care of.
Do you want to be left behind?
No! I just don't want to be a burden.
Then we won't leave you.
It never crossed my mind. No more time to rest. You should check on Donan. We'll meet you at the Zakarum Keep later.